You're watching the K2 News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, Wyoming. I'm Taylor Wirtz.
And I'm David Furtado. We begin this evening in western Wyoming, where the Roosevelt fire continues to grow, with 55 homes destroyed and over 60,000 acres scorched.
Yeah, and as K2's Bobby Fallett reports, the fire is 45% contained, but is expected to be fully contained next month.
Fire officials now know what the cause is of the Roosevelt wildfire, a blaze that has caused hundreds to evacuate and has destroyed 55 homes in the Hoback Ranchers area.
Our investigation teams identified late yesterday that it was caused by an abandoned either warming or campfire of some sort that was not fully extinguished.
Firefighters are continuing to battle this blaze by using burnouts, burning parts of the forest ahead of time so that the fire doesn't have enough fuel to continue moving. But one thing they can't stop are the wind gusts that occur throughout the day, sometimes reaching speeds of 35 to 40 miles per hour.
We are expecting red flag warnings again and again and again. Air operations get shut down when the winds get too gusty and they're unable to fly safely.
Efforts to help those who have been affected by the wildfire have helped out tremendously, donating to the Red Cross shelter in Pinedale with much needed items such as rakes, shovels, and gift cards. And with people donating through the wildfire's GoFundMe page has allowed those affected to think of solutions for the long run.
Lots of just individuals volunteering their time and effort has allowed us to focus on the longer term efforts. How are we going to make it through this winter? How are we going to make it through the year? What are the things we need to be focused on to make sure that people have their needs met and we're going to be able to hold our community together?
October 10th is still the expected date that the fire will be 100% contained. Right now it is at 45% and has burned just under 61,000 acres. And no firefighters have been injured. Reporting in Sublette County, Bobby Fallett, K2 News.
A jury has convicted a former Wyoming State Penitentiary shipping and receiving clerk of 3 counts of second-degree sexual assault for having on-the-job relations with an inmate. The Carbon County jury in Rawlins returned its verdict Thursday in the case of Chantel Wyatt before State District Judge Janessa Snyder. Wyatt remains free on bond while a pretense investigation is conducted. A sentencing date has not been set. Prosecutors say Wyatt had consensual sexual encounters with an inmate in 2015.
And down to the capital city, Cheyenne animal shelter officials have decided against an idea to arm shelter employees with pepper spray in response to a recent biting incident. Instead, board members have decided to rely on less abrasive methods for personal protection and special training for employees on how to safely handle animals. The pepper spray idea was proposed by shelter CEO Bob Fetched, who says the idea could be a life-saving tool for an employee under attack of an aggressive animal. Experts in the animal care and control say the spray could potentially backfire on the employee and instead recommended the shelter focus on animal training and behavior in defense handling instead. In addition to training, shelter employees will be equipped with Cyatrana spray, which officials say is safer and less abrasive.
A South Central Wyoming newspaper is moving to a twice-a-week printed issue. The editor says the Rawlins Daily Times will become the Rawlins Times and will continue to publish daily stories online. The paper will print on Wednesdays and Saturdays beginning this week. In an editorial Sunday, it was noted the once 20-person newsroom is now staffed by an editor and 2 reporters. The editor asked readers to keep the paper informed of community news they may not otherwise know about, including engagements, student council elections, college students' accomplishments, along with exceptional hunting and fishing successes. The Wyoming Tribune, Eagle, and Cheyenne recently announced it would stop publishing Mondays in both print and online starting October 15th.
And as the summer ends, the season changes, and it's heading in a direction of what some people would call some cabin fever.
That's right, but that doesn't stop Casper from getting in the spirit of autumn with Fall Fest this weekend at David Street Station. K2's Ryan Berger has more.
The moment the cold winds of Casper arrive, Fall Fest is sure to be around the corner. The second annual Fall Fest took place at David Street Station on Saturday. 15 vendors and artisans brought all homegrown products, artwork, and all things pumpkin spice to put on display. Live music, horse rides, and even a train were just some of the fun activities available to those who attended.
We have our trackless train going on. We have a few crafts going on, pumpkin bowling, artisanales down here, pumpkin painting with little ceramic pumpkins and wooden boards. We have some beer, we have some food vendors, we have some farmers markets, just kind of all sorts of fun things going on.
Merchants lined the streets as they displayed just some of fall's bounty.
We got some fresh tomatoes and some gourds that we grow, and my wife loves to bake, and she's got some carrot cookies and some sugar cookies.
The tastes of a fall farmer's market are hard to beat, but don't sleep on some of the incredible sights. Metal carvings, woodwork, and even a gargantuan gourd for good measure. Over 1,000 people came through town to grab a bite, play, or take part in a tradition as old as the cowboy state itself, the horse and carriage.
Like that.
There's a lot of fun activities here. And I think the horses were my favorite.
Yeah, I like the horses.
In Casper, Ryan Berger, K2 News.